Obviously, we know Chrisean luckily had a baby boy yesterday. The baby was healthy. Everything is good.
What if everything you thought you knew about Chrisean Rock and Blueface's baby was a lie? For months, fans have speculated, whispered, and even begged for answers. But what just happened might finally pull the curtain back on a mystery that's had social media buzzing. Blueface's own mother, Carissa, just dropped shocking receipts. And let's just say, if what she's claiming is true, then Chrisean's been hiding something serious, from leaked medical records to disturbing accusations of drinking and smoking while pregnant, to cryptic live streams and staged photos. This story is way darker than anyone imagined. And through it all, there's an innocent child caught in the middle. So what's real? What's rumor? And why are so many people trying to keep the truth buried? For a while, Blueface's mom, Carissa, stayed in the background. She's never liked Chrisean, that's no secret, but nobody expected her to go this far. In a recent Instagram Live, Carissa opened up about the first time she saw her grandson, and what she said stunned everyone. "I didn't know if he was looking at me, you, or the air," she said, visibly emotional. "I was hurt, genuinely hurt." She didn't stop there.
This type of, it don't even make no kind of sense. It don't even make no kind of sense. I'm not finna try to bash John's daddy for not wanting to take the baby.
She claimed that when she looked into the baby's eyes, something just didn't feel right. She even hinted that Chrisean might have been responsible, dropping lines like, "Them mothers drank and smoked while they was pregnant. That's why they angry, because they know what they did." People were floored. Was she really suggesting that the baby might have a disability caused by Chrisean's actions? Or was this just a bitter grandmother lashing out? Turns out, she wasn't done yet. Carissa came back online a few days later, this time with alleged receipts, and not just emotional ones. She reportedly leaked medical records that she claimed showed her grandson had a serious diagnosis. Fans couldn't believe it. For months, they'd noticed subtle signs: the baby's delayed movements, his unsteady gaze, his lack of eye contact. Some even suggested he might have a developmental disorder, possibly fetal alcohol syndrome. But every time someone brought it up, Chrisean snapped. She told fans to mind their business. She accused them of trying to put bad energy on her baby. And when Blueface himself tried to raise concerns publicly, she shut him down hard. But Carissa's alleged receipts now put all those rumors back under the spotlight. Because if what she's showing is real, then this baby's condition might be worse than anyone thought. And that leads us to the most disturbing part of the story. It's no secret that Chrisean lived wild during her pregnancy. She documented a lot of it herself. In now viral videos, she openly drank and smoked, even admitting at one point, "I woke up today knowing I don't want a child no more. Where the bottle at?"
Saying that I've been paying off fees and getting rid of talking to certain people to help my situation out. Cause I have my son, so the old me would have just turned myself in and dealt with it from inside to the outside of the jail. So whatever. So I don't be like.
In another clip, she said she could abort the child tomorrow and it wouldn't hurt her. Her own family members were so concerned that they tried to step in, but she brushed them off, making it clear she wasn't interested in what anyone had to say. Blueface wasn't quiet either. He tweeted that she smoked on the way to the hospital, that she drank her whole pregnancy, and even alleged that she got hit while pregnant. A whirlwind of chaos that didn't stop even as labor approached. He later added that their baby was born with a hernia and accused Chrisean of dragging her feet on getting it corrected. He posted shocking images, one showing the baby's private area, and the internet went into meltdown. But rather than backing off, Blueface doubled down. In a move many called disturbing, Blueface tweeted, "It's my son. I'll post him if I want to." The backlash was immediate. Fans called it a violation of privacy. Others said he crossed a line, again. But Blueface didn't seem to care. He launched into a full-blown Twitter rant, accusing Chrisean of being a bad mother, a drug user, and negligent. "Fix our son's seat first," he wrote, "then go find somebody else to ride." He even claimed she was delaying her son's hernia surgery on purpose, allegedly skipping appointments and prioritizing partying over parenting. "I tried to do the right thing, but she's steady on here talking about me," he wrote. Chrisean fired back, claiming Blueface was trying to have the baby taken away from her. She said the surgery was scheduled, that she was doing her best, and that he was using their son as a pawn in a twisted game of revenge. But while they argued online, fans were starting to notice something deeper, and that's when everything started to change. As the drama escalated, fans started piecing together something truly disturbing. Was Chrisean actually hiding her baby's condition? People close to her began speaking out.
What happened, Christine?
Oh, they saying I got a whole nother case caught up in downtown. I don't even be downtown.
And what they revealed was wild. Her former friend Janet, whose cousin specializes in developmental disorders, said they offered to help get Junior evaluated. But Chrisean wasn't trying to hear it. She was in denial, Janet explained. "Faith is great, but faith without action? That's not how it works." Then there was Marsh, another friend who had been helping take care of the baby while Chrisean was locked up. Marsh said Junior had nothing. No formula, no clothes, not even a proper car seat. And when Marsh's sister wanted to take him to the hospital because he wouldn't stop spitting up, Chrisean flipped out. Not only did she refuse to let anyone take him in, she allegedly sent someone to snatch the baby away from Marsh's care entirely. Why? What was she afraid they'd find? Under mounting pressure, Chrisean went live on Instagram and tried to shut down all the speculation. She prayed over her son. She called him a blessing. She insisted that he was just fine. "He's gonna be walking, talking, playing football. Who are y'all to say otherwise?" she asked, frustration all over her face. But fans weren't convinced. They'd already seen the videos where Junior appeared to stare blankly, unable to follow movement or reach for objects. There was footage of a strange respiratory machine in the background. And then there was the birthday video. Junior couldn't stand or walk, and though Chrisean propped him up, it was clear to many that he wasn't standing on his own. To top it all off, Marsh claimed Chrisean was carefully curating his image online. She allegedly photoshopped pictures, staged walker shots, and even scrolled Reddit for posts, accusing her of neglect, just so she could counter them with proof he was fine.
Excuse me, sir, what are you guys arresting her for?
A whole nother charge.
A warrant out for what?
Sorry?
A warrant for what, sir?
There's a warrant for her arrest, right?
Right. So recording me the whole way?
The whole way, beautiful.
Why?
You're a big star.
But if everything was truly okay, why go through all that? This situation hit an entirely new low when Chrisean was arrested during one of Blueface's court hearings. At that point, somebody had to take care of the baby, right? Well, you'd think so. But according to reports, neither Blueface's mom nor his dad wanted to take the child. In fact, Carissa and Blueface's father allegedly got into an argument at the courthouse over who wouldn't take him. And just like that, the baby was at risk of going into foster care. Let that sink in. With all the chaos going on between the parents, the loud accusations, the social media storms, nobody stepped up for the one person who needed it most. That moment was a breaking point for a lot of fans. Because whatever you believe about Chrisean or Blueface, that child didn't ask for any of this. Let's be real. The relationship between Chrisean and Blueface has always been explosive. Years of on and off toxic chaos, cheating scandals, public fights, and jail stints, and somehow it just kept going. But when Chrisean got pregnant, people thought maybe things would change. She talked a big game. She said she was turning her life around, that the baby was her second chance. She posted messages about faith, healing, and leaving Blueface behind for good. Fans rooted for her. They wanted to believe she was evolving. But as time went on, the same old patterns came back. More Instagram lives, more rants, more drama, and through it all, a baby who still hadn't gotten the medical help he might desperately need. Because this isn't just about Chrisean versus Blueface.
I'm not here for all that bullshit. I'm here to support, right? So I'm giving orders, man. I'm not here to go.
But you was giving orders by that same girl that don't like to listen, right? So now she legitimate since she giving you orders.
It's about a child being pulled in every direction while the adults fight for clout and control. At first, the internet was behind her. When Chrisean announced she was pregnant, she got a wave of support. People saw a young woman trying to escape a toxic relationship, trying to turn over a new leaf. But now, that support is starting to crack. Once the rumors about the baby's health picked up, and more so after Carissa's accusations, fans began to pay closer attention to Chrisean's behavior. And what they saw didn't sit right. Many started pointing out inconsistencies in her story. She claimed to be focused on motherhood, but she was still online, clapping back at trolls, flying across the country, partying, and hopping in and out of fights. Even her most loyal supporters started asking, if your child might have medical issues, why are you on live streams arguing with people? It was a shift, and a painful one, because people weren't just disappointed, they felt betrayed. Then came the birthday party, the moment many fans called the final straw. Junior was propped up on Chrisean's lap, wearing a cute little outfit, smiling for the camera. But even casual viewers noticed something. He still couldn't walk or even stand properly. For a baby approaching 2 years old, that raised more red flags than ever. And it wasn't just that. Reports started circulating that Chrisean was bringing the baby to public events without the proper gear, no stroller, no supportive seat, and still refusing therapy or evaluations. One of her old friends claimed she doesn't want the diagnosis confirmed because it'll ruin her image. That hit different because it stopped being about rumors and started looking like willful neglect. The question now is Chrisean in too deep? Has she built her public persona so tightly around denial and defiance that she can't backtrack, even for her son? And if that's the case, then who's really looking out for Junior? So where does that leave us? Between Blueface's wild tweets, Carissa's brutal allegations, and Chrisean's defensive spirals, the truth feels like it's been buried under a mountain of drama. But here's the thing about secrets. They don't stay hidden forever. And when the stakes are this high, the truth will come out, whether these parents are ready or not. What do you think is really going on behind the scenes? Is Chrisean trying to protect her son or protect herself? And what role should Blueface's family play in all of this? Drop your thoughts below, because this story is far from over. And if you thought this was messy, wait until you hear what Blueface did next.